The fact is that we are in a world of change. The world today is much different than it ever has been before. And we're going to talk to you about how to make some of those changes.
Let's set the stage with a couple of studies that I know for people in this room will tell you that they have a firm grasp of the obvious, is that we're in the same boat as our clients. We're in the same situation, and that requires us to use some different strategies to differentiate ourselves so we can stand above it and be helpful rather than reactive. So what is happening to us is something I like to call the normal miserableness of life. Okay? It isn't something that we did to make this happen, like people can affect their health and their own well-being by doing something that's harmful to them. This is the normal miserableness that happens if you live long enough to have responsibility and a chance to make some impact in your life. What's important is we do not confuse that with something that's much more difficult, and that's the horribly impossible. What we have to do is be able to show them that our first strategy is to not make what's already bad harder.
I don't think there's any question. It's fear. They're afraid. And sometimes we allow them to use their fear to justify them making bad decisions. What they're looking for is leadership. They're looking for somebody to stand up and advise not by prediction, but advise based on principle.
And there's going to be great pressure on you from people who are going to look at you as not having the expertise they want. Well, you don't have the expertise they want. You do have the expertise that they need.
And ask them this question. If you saw somebody at a high school reunion, maybe somebody you hadn't seen for years, and they said, "What is it you're doing today?" What would you tell them? Never met that guy before. And how many times have I seen him since? Never. And I can do his pitch.
Competence, especially in a time of upheaval, is by what people see, not by what's said. Examples are all over is when you meet somebody new, you watch their face, you watch their posture, you watch how they grab your hand. You don't listen to what their words are.
So when we start implementing this process of having a strong, powerful, defining statement, taking it out to our best relationships, telling them to whom we wish to be referred, we're looking for client advocates.
Some of your clients, some of them who are bright and have lots of money, don't know what their needs are. They have a good handle on what they want. Your job in this environment is to talk about what they need.
Is the fact that there's only really two types of pain in the world. There's the pain of discipline, pain of regret. Pain of discipline is very temporary. It goes away. The pain of regret lasts forever. The choices are yours. You can choose to change, or you can choose to be where you're at today. And this whole psychology of processes is digging in at a time like this, a tough time, and choosing to be a leader.
I think great, simple, actionable sales ideas that are easy to take back and put into effect.
Got some really good information just on kind of life in general and different way to look at things as opposed to going back to the office and keep doing the same thing over and over again.
I think the biggest takeaway was the positioning statement.
I believe, remember that we are the professional in the relationship with the client, and sometimes we forget that. We let them direct us, and we should be there to direct them.
Got something good to take home with me.